New World Dorado in Figurado, which is 6 by 56. It doesn't feel that big in my hand though, but as you can see, we got the little torpedo top, we got the nipple foot, a lot of fun. I find that the best cut for any torpedo or perfecto, I really enjoy the V cut, and I know I do that a lot, but it seems to be the best. Here we go. Get this baby out here. Nice cut, nice cut. Now, what I find, this is my second Dorado. My first one was a few months ago. I've also had the AJ Fernando's Decenio. And the one thing I find with these is they have a very, very easy draw, almost a deliberate draw. So let's see if it's the same. Believe it or not, it's not as deliberate as usual. Of course, it could be because of the tip. And the nice thing, you only have to light, and this is for newer cigar smokers, you only have to light this little tip. That's all you do. It will burn and expand and just like a regular cigar. So you got this beautiful mustard yellow band on the top. I love the way it kind of bounces off the beautiful color of the wrapper of the cigar. And then you have a silk band at the foot. All right, cold draw. A little leathery, I'd say earthy. Yeah, earth, leather. Now, off a first light, can't believe I taste a little sweetness on my lips for sure. It's got a nice sweetness to it. This has been in my humidor, I think, since May. And when I had the Dorado back then, it lit up very strong and very sharp. And this is kind of rounded out a little bit. The wrapper is a sun-grown Habano. So your sun-growns tend to have a little more potency than your shade-grown. But wow. So not as earthy as I remember right now. It's just these nice, like I said, notes of some kind of sweetness, almost I'd say like a cinnamon sweetness, a little bit of a nutmeg, and or like a, yeah, nutmeg. Yeah, it's good. Quite a bit of like sweet creaminess to this, like a coffee, like a sweet coffee cream. Really nice. This is just totally different than the last time I've had this. Really impressed. The earthiness is kind of not as bold as it's been in the past when smoking one of these. You know, age has done this good. Not that it's been that much, but it's been in my humidor, sitting with you know, other cigars in a pretty good cedared lined humidor. And I do taste notes of cedar and wood, but it's just kind of enveloped in this sweet creaminess. Very nice. Very nice. Enjoying this quite a bit. Another benefit to this New World Dorado today is, I think I mentioned earlier, like the draws are usually, it's a really easy draw, which can be good and bad. You know, you can produce a lot of smoke, but if you're not careful, you can put yourself into a little bit of a wooziness. But you know what? The draw on this is a little tighter, but it's still very, very good, but not like I'm used to with other AJ Fernandez cigars. It's really performing well, and it's just a beautiful cigar, isn't it? Just great construction. I love the Figurado for sure. I love Perfectos. They can be a bit of a pest once in a while with draw, but I do enjoy like a Torpedo, a Perfecto, Figurado. So on the Retrohale, the spice arrived. A little bit of whether it be a black or white pepper spice on the sinuses. Didn't sting really that bad. And there's a little bit of slight saltiness, just slightly. But I'm loving this. It's smoking entirely different than the last Dorado I had. It's really just fun. See where we go. Now, if any of y'all have had other experiences with AJ Fernandez, tell me in the comments. I have an AJ Fernandez Cameroon, New World Cameroon in my humidor that I haven't had yet. I also have just their standard Connecticut, which I have not tried yet, but they're in my humidor waiting. I just decided to go with, you know, I wanted to hit the strong big boys when I first bought these cigars. So like I said, I've had a Decennial and this Dorado, and man, put a little age on these. It's worth it. So currently, got a lot of spice on the tongue, which I like because I've mentioned before, man, I don't get the spiciness a lot. The notes, the spicy notes, I just don't pick them up. Getting it on this. But again, it's coated in this wonderful sweetness. I don't want to call it even a chocolatey sweet. It's more like a vanilla sweetness. Again, it's creamy. Just great notes. Just a portfolio of sweetness with a little bit of sting, just a little bit on the tongue. And get a nice look at that Dorado. I think it's their most attractive band myself. We got a pretty decent burn line going here. Man, I'm really, really happy with this cigar. It's just been a totally different animal than the last time I had it. Matter of fact, it's totally different than from the cold draw. On the cold draw, I definitely felt some earthiness, leather, even had a little bit of a barnyard smell to it, but drawing on this thing, sweetness, like the spice, definitely getting some spice on the tongue, a little bit in the nostrils on the Retrohale, and it's all good. Like I said, it's Honey X. It's like I've got some barbecue and I'm putting Honey X on it. So just a totally different beast. And that's the important lesson here is, gosh, even the way a cigar smoked 6 months ago will be different today. You know, it's just amazing. Cigars just evolve, and they stay in the same wheelhouse, but yet they can change just enough where it's just discovery. New world, right? Land of discovery with a cigar. I don't know if I mentioned too, on top of being a Figurado, it's a box pressed as well, which again usually is advantageous to a good hard or good easy draw. And again, the draw is nice. It's not too much. Perfect, just perfect. You know, as I've gotten in this cigar, I thought for sure some kind of earthiness would ramp up eventually. Hasn't happened. Matter of fact, I'd say right now I'm getting a little note of almost like a citrus. I don't want to say it's an orange or grapefruit, but it's different. It's definitely like a citrus feel, or like juicy fruit gum to go with the Honey X. So there's my notes for this section. You know, I'm placing this today too about a little medium plus, not quite full bodied. It just didn't have the kapow as it did when I had one of these in May. Strength, medium. Overall, I gotta say, this was much better experience than I was anticipating. I thought it was gonna be a very, very strong cigar. A lot of the reviews I've watched before I did mine, of course, talked about how it was quite a spice bomb, and I haven't found that. It's spicy, but it's not overbearing, and it's got that, like I said, that nice mixture with the sweetness and now a citrus. I'd say if there's any note that's come through a little bit, There's a little bit of a more leathery note has shown itself, and it's very, very acceptable. And I like the way this cigar is smoking. I have not had to relight this cigar, not one time. It's burning great. The humidity at the cap, when I checked, the relative humidity was at 62%. I had this in my dry box for just about 12 hours, you know, not long, not a little over 12 hours, but was that advantageous to everything? I don't know. Kind of the other interesting thing with this cigar was I had it in my humidor surrounded by Jacob's Ladder Gordos and some Sober Mesa Brule 6x60s. Did that affect the way this cigar tastes? I don't know, but you got to give the New World Dorado a shot. I think it'd be very interesting, and I'm really starting to learn a lot about AJ Fernandez with the Decenio, the New World. I'm looking forward to that Cameroon and the Connecticut that I have in the AJ Fernandez as well. So with that said, thanks for your time. I always appreciate you guys stopping by my channel. There's a lot of places you can go to learn about a different cigar. I'm the new kid on the block, but I appreciate every minute you guys spend with me. Have a good one.